now.
Oh, wonderful, Adele, wonderful.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday evening Zoom training about the Gift of Legacy participants document. We are going to be going through some more information tonight. My name is Adele and I'm here in Johannesburg, South Africa. Very stormy Johannesburg this evening, but we are so grateful. It's always a blessing to have rains in Africa, and especially in South Africa, we're going through a drought, and we've been waiting for these rains. So we're super excited. It's raining. I apologize if you hear noise, but we have electric storms that are quite hectic, and it's wonderful. So we are enjoying it. I've got Beverly with me tonight, co-hosting. Bev's in Panama City. Bev, how are you? Last week you had storms. This week it's my turn. How are you doing?
Isn't that wonderful, Adele? Mother Nature is the greatest gift to each and every one of us because she knows where the rain is supposed to go and she knows how it's supposed to come down. One of the things that I want everyone to understand about being a creation here upon the earth, there's nothing we can do when Mother Nature says, "Here I come." But here we are. Here we are, filled with the love in our hearts, with gift of legacy, that invitation that has made a lot of us change into different people. Thank you, Adele. Thanks to all for being on board.
Thanks so much, Bev. Thank you. It's lovely to be here. I'm really excited to be here. A few minutes ago, I wasn't sure that we would be able to connect because of the electric storm. We're going to continue to go through the guidelines document tonight, and we will stop and speak. And if you've got questions, you want to know things, please raise your hand, write a message in the chat. I'm going to try and also go onto the YouTube channel. Just give me a moment, because then on the YouTube channel, I can see if anybody has got any questions there. Hi, Joey. It's lovely to have you here as well. So let me just pull up the YouTube channel so that we can see who's asking questions, because I found out that people have been asking questions there and they aren't answered because I haven't been watching it, and I do apologize for that. So let me just open that up.
Hello, Turiha.
Is Turia here? That's wonderful. Okay, so I've got the live chat on YouTube open. So if you are watching on YouTube, please feel free to ask questions there as well. And then we can answer any questions that we've got.
Alarka
right,
is also online. Hello, Alarka. Hi, Queeness.
And Takani is here, Queeness is here, Gina is here, Nomtandazo, Joey, Monica, Cecilia, Hutanu, Mihaela. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but you're all very welcome here. So what we are going to do is share screen. Let me just maybe make sure there. And a share screen, and I've took some photos just now of the storm so that you can see that's the view from our back garden right now. Just wait for it to clear up. That's the view of the thunderstorm with the lightning. It's like purple rain, because with the lightning, the sky is going this most beautiful violet color, and the rain is pouring down, and you can see it's a lovely cool 21 degrees. We've been at about 32 degrees even this time in the evening the last few days. So what a blessing to have rain. And it's just beautiful to see it falling like that. So I'm going to open up the Gift of Legacy website. This is my website. Please, it's very important when you log in that you remember to log out. If you are not logging out, the system is not going to register that you are in the system. And that is why lots of people have been removed, because they kind of stay open on their profiles. They don't log out. The system does not register you as logging in if you are not logging out. And you don't want anybody to just have access to your profile. Imagine if somebody picked up your phone and just pressed quit on all your boards. You don't want that. So please remember to log out and log back in. So there's the website. There are the 6 boards. You can see that I'm on gold, waiting to join my platinum. Very excited about that. And we're going to go to the academy and straight to the participants guidelines document. And we're going to open it up. And yes, I'm presenting from my phone. I say it every week. And the reason I'm doing this is because so many of us do Gift of Legacy on our phone. And it's really important that we are able to go through it here on our phone. So let's just go to where we were last week. We went up to understanding board placement. So we're going to go to writing the boards of abundance. And I just want the page to go bigger. Let's just see if I can do that again and get it to go bigger. That's what I want. So that's the first page of the document. When you go to the index and you click in, it takes you exactly to where you want to be. So we are going to go to writing the boards of abundance. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go through one slide. There's quite a few we can get through tonight. And we will comment, and Bev will comment, and then we'll see if there are questions of any kind. So, writing the boards of abundance. What gifts can a user expect to receive? We say it in every presentation. There are no guarantees. A user's ability to ride the boards of abundance and receive the gifts below is 100% determined by their participation and their ability to follow the Gift of Legacy guidelines. It is so important that people follow the Gift of Legacy guidelines in order to receive the gifts that are mentioned in this document. And we know this, we've seen it. We see it on every presentation. There's a poster with this information. In Gift of Legacy, you can start on the $25 board. You can start on the $100 board. Those are the starter boards. Ohana is not on this poster because it is a different board. And we know we went through it the other night. It's got different rules. And everybody by now should understand what the rules are, what the guidelines are for Ohana. So you can start on coal or bronze. It is $25 to join on coal, $100 to join on bronze. Then you have the silver board. Sorry, you can't see it there. You have the silver board, the gold board, and the platinum board. Now let's just go up here. On your first round, this is what you're going to receive on all the boards. On your first board on coal, you will receive $200. On bronze, $800. On silver, $3,200. On gold, $12,800. And on platinum, $40,000. That's what you're going to receive. You don't get to keep it all. You do not get to keep it all because you need to join your perpetual cycle and you need to join the next board. So on coal, you keep $75 on your first round. On bronze, you keep $300 on your first round. On silver, $1,200. On gold, $6,200. And on platinum, $35,000. When you are on your perpetual cycle, that means you finished coal once and you're on your second time, or third or fourth time. The same for bronze all the way to platinum. When you are on your perpetual cycle, on coal, you will receive $200 and keep $175. You're only holding back $25 to join the perpetual cycle. because you are already on bronze. Then when you're on bronze, you receive $800 and you keep $700. On silver, you receive $3,200 and you get to keep $2,800. On gold, you receive $12,800 and you keep $11,200. That's when you start to understand the gift of legacy is a journey. And this is where you can create your legacy. On platinum, you will receive $40,000 and you get to keep $35,000 every time you complete a board. The power of the perpetual cycle is that you receive more on your perpetual cycles. Right, any comments there, Bev? Any comments so far? Any comments from anybody in the chat? Let me see if anyone's asking anything in the chat.
Well, as I have said, Joey made a comment and I agreed with what she's saying. We can learn so much to make gift of legacy flow in our lives and in the lives of those that we invite, if we would only go to the recordings. Thank you, Joey, for saying that.
Yeah, or be here on the live calls. You know, in everything in life, you've got to put in effort and you've got to be persistent. I've got a motto in life and I use it in my personal life and I use it in business and everything I do. Be consistently consistent. Be consistently consistent. When you chop and change and you keep doing different things and moving from one thing to the next and blowing hot and cold, that's your experience of what you're going to be. But if you are consistently consistent, you will eventually get to your goal. And it's not always going to be an easy or quick journey, but be consistently consistent. Has anybody else got any questions? Let me just see if there are any other. I think that's all. Okay, so we're going to carry on from there. Let's go back there. I have to keep popping out as well to see if anybody is asking us for a translation on the Zoom. Hello, and open. There we go. Right, let's go back to that page. We're going to go to the perpetual cycles now. That's the next one. Power of the perpetual cycles. We've seen this poster. We often have it as our backdrops on the Zooms because we all love it so much. That is the power of the perpetual cycles. We have got 4 Ferris wheels. We've got the coal train and we've got the Ohana boards. You can't see them, but they're driving around there inside the theme park. These are rides you can go on over and over and over until infinity. And that's why there's an infinity sign there. Perpetual means you can ride these rides continuously. And do you see how the train is connected to the infinity sign and they going around the Ferris wheels? It's because they all work together. It is important to join the board sequentially. Join on the $25 or the $100. Then join your $400, your $1,600 and your $5,000 board. Users must join your perpetual cycle of every board when you have completed a board as a legend. That is where you will experience the power of the perpetual cycles. That's where you get to receive the gifts in abundance, where you're not having to use 4 of your gifts to join the next board. On your perpetual cycle, you keep 7 gifts. That's the power of the perpetual cycles and the fact that you can ride it over and over. so many other platforms, things that you've tried before. You do one level and it's finished. And here, perpetual is over and over and over. Any comments on that?
Well, as I will tell everyone that I invite to Gift of Legacy, this is the best part in my mind that Gift of Legacy offers to everyone. To be perpetually moving over and over again, that gift cannot even be, well, I dream about it every day. How would I feel in my perpetual platinum? Ah, I dream about it. Adele, this is wonderful to be able to develop your finances. That's what I keep saying. This is the way to develop your finances patiently, constantly. Keep moving, inviting, teaching, and showing by your own example. Thank you, Adele.
Thanks, babe. Thanks so much. So the goal for all users in Gift of Legacy is to be riding the perpetual cycles of all 6 boards. This is where you discover the power of the perpetual cycles. And we've got a lovely training that we have presented earlier this year on the power of the perpetual cycles. If you just click on that link, it takes you right to it. And so you don't even have to go look for it on the YouTube channel. It is right there. Okay, then there's a page all about the Ohana board. We've said a lot about Ohana, but it's worthwhile talking about it all the time. The Ohana board or the Ohana shuttles are a new addition to the Gift of Legacy theme park. Ohana is 100% blended, perpetual, non-lineage board. Legends are automatically joined to the perpetual cycle by the GL system. On this board, the GL community get to meet each other, support GGM and the LoveHeart movement while receiving $300 in gifts to keep. Gifter number 1 is always a confirmed Ohana position. When Ohana positions are legends, when they are in the legend position, the gifts that they receive go to GGM, the non-profit organization that keeps the Gift of Legacy system going. Now, what does blended mean? A blended board is a community board, and it requires community participation. This board was not created for you or me. It was created to keep the community alive, to keep the system going, to pay for all of the fees that are needed to keep a system going with websites, the website servers and everything across the world. We've got over 1.6 million users. To look after all those people, to send emails, to make changes, developments, improvements, things like the compression, which is going to be happening soon, they all cost money. And that's why we need everybody to participate in the Ohana boards. So there is a poster that explains it in detail. Ohana is 100% blended. You gift a $50 unconditional gift to join Ohana. When you participate in Ohana, to join, you need to be confirmed on either coal or bronze. You will receive $350 and you keep $300 because $50 is needed for you to gift the next legend when you are automatically joined to that board. Gifter number 1 is always an Ohana position. This board only splits when there are 8 gifters. Why? Because it's not about lineage. It's not about teams. It's about community. And that's what Ohana means, family. So we keep the family together. The board splits on 8. The GL system automatically joins the user to the next compulsory perpetual cycle. And if you are removed from an Ohana board, you can no longer participate in Ohana with that profile, and your phone number, your email will not be able to create any more GL profiles. And we always use USDT, cryptocurrency, for gifting on Ohana, because it's a quick way to get gifts going across the world. So don't be nervous about cryptocurrency. It's just a digital way to send gifts across the world. Bev?
There are just so many things that you have been teaching in these Thursdays or Tuesday presentations that brings back the memory of the prayers that I have had in my heart to be able to help other people. And of course, the Ohana board for me was one of the, apart from the $25 cold board, the Ohana board for me is the next one of great gratitude. Gratitude because Gift of Legacy placed it here for every one of us, not just lineage, but for every one of us to be joined together in community. And that is the most wonderful thing that you constantly try to say, this is a community and we are participating in the community. Adele, you are awesome. I see that we are on the 30 page of the 54. This is wonderful. This is wonderful.
Okay, hold on. Joey's saying something here. Let me read it out. Joey says, one thing I would like to mention about Ohana. Gifters landed on a board where my daughter also joined as a gifter 3 weeks ago. My daughter gifted the legend within 10 minutes. But for the last 3 weeks, the legend has just been removing gifters as they asked to be removed. That's very sad. My question is this is one board I know of where gifters asked to be removed. What if there is so many people being removed and most people in GL are now being banned from Ohana? I know what you mean. Well, first of all, they don't understand the principles and the guidelines, because if they did, they would not ask to be removed from Ohana, because they cannot create any more Gift of Legacy profiles. Unfortunately, some people join Ohana thinking that it's a lineage board. They'll be on bronze for the $25, and then they see Ohana and they join it, and they don't see their team. They don't see their lineage. People are so fascinated with being with their teams. And when they don't see their people or international dialing codes similar to theirs, then they want to leave the board. But in doing so, they are blocking themselves from participating in Ohana, and they are blocking themselves from creating more profiles. Joey, I don't think there are so many people that are not able to participate in Ohana. We've got 1.6 million users. And in the statistics on the 10th of September, we were told there were 66,000 people participating in Ohana. We created a pie chart and we've had it out on the groups. And if you look at the slice of the pie of people participating in Ohana, it's very sad. It's such a small slice of the pie. We need to encourage people in our teams, in our communities, to understand that Ohana is a once-off gift that you gift to join the board. Once off, you are gifting $50 and you can perpetually receive $300. Every time you join a board, it's not $50 out of your wallet. It's $50 from the $350 you've received. So it's such a blessing. You are keeping the GL system going, but just everybody on every profile you are gifting $50 once off, but receiving $300 perpetually until infinity. But yes, people don't understand, and people were called by others to join Ohana without being correctly educated. Yes, I agree with you. People are stingy. Yes, Joey, many teams are like that. If you join Ohana, you should join GL, you should join Ohana. I encourage people to do that. In fact, before they join, since Ohana launched, anyone who's joined and used my link, I've said to them, okay, which board are you starting on? $100. Okay, are you going to join Ohana? No, I don't have the money. All right, well then join on Cole, use $50. Then you've got the money to do both. You need to have that discussion with people and get them to join Ohana straight up. I agree with you. My personal opinion, and I'm not quoting the custodians, this is not a guideline. My personal opinion, I would love to see Ohana being compulsory for everybody. But that's something up for discussion. Right now, it is voluntary, but it should touch your heart and understand that we're not paying a membership fee or a joining fee. And the least you can do is gift once or $50 to participate in the system. Right, no more questions or comments. Let me just check. You love that idea. Yeah, I love it too. Let me just see. I'm going to have to stop sharing because I need to go and see if there's any comments on the YouTube channel. So I'm multitasking here. Let's see if anybody on YouTube is saying anything. There's nothing in the live chat there. Okay. So we can go out of there. Oops.
See, I want to make a comment, my dear Adele. I truly, my heart is just so joyful in seeing these words and seeing what Joey has said, that her group, the commitment is you join Gift of Legacy, you must join Ohana. This is what it is. It is placed there for each and every one of us to be additionally able financially to help build the community up. And maybe I am wrong with this, but people who do not want to do Ohana should not be in Gift of Legacy, because Ohana is helping Gift of Legacy to maintain what we have got. Thanks, Adele.
Yep. Thanks. Sorry, I'm having a problem with my tablet falling off. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to that. Okay, we're going back into Gift of Legacy now. Everybody should know how to get in here by now. Okay, so we've done Ohana. Let's see what is next. Gracious Givers Movement. Well, Gracious Givers Movement follows on from Ohana. Gracious Givers Movement is a non-profit organization. It was founded when Gift of Legacy started. Hercules runs Gracious Givers Movement. It is a non-profit organization, and Gracious Givers Movement function is to pay for all of the maintenance, upkeep, daily costs, development of the Gift of Legacy system. Gracious Givers Movement is the organization that keeps the Gift of Legacy system going. Hercules, in his own words, says, Gracious Givers Movement keeps the lights on in the theme park. Have you ever been to a theme park when there's no lights? It happens to us regularly here in South Africa when there's a power outage, our wonderful load shedding that we have. When there's load shedding, you can't go to a theme park because no rides are working. There's no lights. The wheels aren't turning. Now that's what is going to happen if we do not support Gracious Givers Movement. We need to support Gracious Givers Movement. Okay? Gracious Givers Movement, non-profit organization that is overseen by the custodians. Gracious Givers Movement pays for all the daily running costs, maintenance, and development fees of the Gift of Legacy system. There are ongoing fees that need to be covered, especially as the Gift of Legacy system and community grows. think that's what we don't understand. This community is always growing. It is dynamic. It is evolving. And because it's evolving, there are ongoing fees. As things change, the community needs to change. The algorithm doesn't change. The algorithm is pretty much the same as it's always been since we launched in January 2022. But it needs to have some kind of adaptations to the algorithm to accommodate the community. When the community said we don't want a blended board on coal, then it had to become a blended and a lineage board to accommodate everybody, because there was a split in the community. People wanted both. GGM had to pay for that. When there's a cyber attack, GGM has to pay for the security. When the servers cannot cope with the amount of people on the website, the servers need to be increased. There's a whole bunch of technical IT stuff I don't understand, but I just know that they need to make sure that when we log in, we can press log in and our website opens very quickly. In other platforms, you log in and you've got to wait a few seconds longer to actually see your dashboard or whatever. Not in GL, pretty fast. All of those things are paid for, not by us, but by GGM. GGM receives gifts from the GGM and Angel profiles. There are GGM and Angel profiles. You've seen them moving through the boards, and donations of gratitude from participants in the GL community. These gifts are sporadic, however, and they do not always cover the fees that need to be settled. So on the 8th of May, 2024, the Ohana board was developed to create regular funds for maintenance and development of the GL system. All users in GL are encouraged to join the Ohana boards, as we all benefit from the GL system where we create our legacies. That sentence says it all. If somebody asks you anything about Ohana, please go open your academy, go to this page and just show them that last sentence. On the 8th of May, 2024, the Ohana board was developed to create regular funds for the maintenance and the development of the GL system. All users in GL are encouraged to join the Ohana boards, as we all benefit from the GL system where we create our legacies. And we've seen these posters. Why is the Ohana board special? Oh, okay, if I enlarge it, it's going to go funny. Why is the Ohana board special? GL participants will be supporting GGM, the nonprofit organization that funds the daily costs, maintenance and development of the GL system, and the LoveHeart movement. We'll get to that now. While receiving gifts from a compulsory, perpetual, non-lineage board. $50. $50 once off. You are going to receive gifts from a compulsory, perpetual, non-lineage board. Bev?
I come back again to our wonderful participant, Elizabeth, when she said the need to keep the gift of legacy system going was taught up very, very good when they brought in the Ohana board. We have got to put in, we cannot be a community and not put back into the system to keep it going. I mean, if you really want to have fun in a theme park, you've got to help them by paying a ticket to get in the door. Now, that $50, you get $350. And you go back and back because it's perpetual. So with doing what we're supposed to do to keep the doors open, the system going, we receive. As Elizabeth said, they could have said you have to pay a monthly fee, and they didn't. They gave us the opportunity to receive from us, from ourselves, from the community to keep moving forward with just giving $50. Adele, the more I see with these presentations that you have placed, those 54 pages so beautifully, the more my heart is truly grateful. I thank you.
Thanks, Bev. So let's talk about the LoveHeart movement. Okay, the LoveHeart movement actually was developed very shortly after Gift of Legacy launched. It's a GGM initiative supported by Gift of Legacy. A GGM initiative supported by Gift of Legacy. LoveHeart started when GL started, because GL started with one goal: to break the shackles of poverty. Go to page 1 in this document. It's all explained there. No, page 3. Okay, probably page 3, but right in the beginning. Okay, that's what Gift of Legacy was created to do, and LoveHeart was created then. This is what LoveHeart is about, if you've never actually understood. GGM created a charitable initiative when GL launched in January 2022, called the LoveHeart Movement. This initiative was postponed, sadly, very sadly, due to the decline in requests for LoveHeart profiles. Planning is in progress to reintroduce the LoveHeart Movement to help those who need it most. But this cannot happen without the Ohana board moving. Because if GGM doesn't even have the funds that are necessary for the daily running costs of the theme park, it cannot help the LoveHeart profiles. Now, LoveHeart profile worked like this. This is how it used to work. It's probably going to change when it does come back. The LoveHeart profile was a profile that you could decide to start for a charity, a person in need, a friend or family member that you wanted to help. You would gift the $100 to start the profile, because this all happened, remember, before Cole. You would gift the $100 to GGM. GGM would start a LoveHeart profile, and the LoveHeart profiles did not need 2 invitees. So it was a way to do this, to pay it forward. You, as a person with a big red heart, decided you would take a profile, a LoveHeart profile, for somebody who needed it, a charity, an organization, a children's hospital, orphanage, whatever, your church, family, anybody, anybody. You could take a LoveHeart profile. You had to go through an application process. You couldn't take one for your child and say, I want one for my child because if I'm going to run their profile, I can't get 2 invitees. Please, no. That was not the reason for LoveHeart. LoveHeart was really to help charities, the people who needed it most. There was an application form. There will always be an application form when LoveHeart comes back. GGM would then provide the 2 invitees for that profile. Those were other LoveHearts. So the LoveHearts created their own lineage until this started happening. And if you've landed on a board where there's a LoveHeart profile, you see other LoveHeart profiles follow them. Now, I was lucky to see a LoveHeart board. It's just beautiful. Because it says LoveHeart and they've got a little red heart behind the username. You see a LoveHeart board. There's just hearts all over the board. It looks just like this. And then obviously you would let the charity know, or you could manage the profile yourself. And when the gifts received, you just funneled it off to your charity. This is the heart the Gift of Legacy was created with. This is the heart of the custodians. This is one of the goals of GGM. But unfortunately, had to be shelved because there wasn't enough funding for GGM to support the LoveHeart movement. If we can get our Ohana going again, there's so much good that GGM can do. as a community of million odd people around the world, we can do so much if we all just gave $50. We could do good. GGM could do good. I would love to see the GL community paying it forward. Instead of everybody chasing how quickly they can get to platinum, and yes, I want to get to platinum. Oh boy, I want to get to platinum. I really want to get to platinum. But I don't want to get to platinum just by stepping on people and doing it only for myself. I want to make sure that the true spirit of Ubuntu comes through, that we rise by lifting others. That is what I want to do. Bev, before I read out Joey's comment.
Adele, your heart is in the correct square. This poster that you have made here, Pay It Forward, makes my heart sing with joy because this is how I felt when I was invited to see Gift of Legacy for the first time. I am telling everyone that is listening to this, even the recording, start making their hearts look at this, pay it forward, and recognize that it is a promise of the universe that we must hold on steadfastly to. We have got to help each other because one day we are all going to be needing help ourselves. Thank you so much, Adele. I want to make a 3x5 card of that and start writing things on it and handing it out for Christmas.
Oh, thanks, Bev. I just want to, we talk about paying it forward. Go back to the beginning of the participants' guidelines. Oh no, I want to go out of the participants' guidelines. I want to go to the link tree. The reason this Heart of Gift of Legacy animation was made was because of the LoveHeart initiative, because of GGM, because the Heart of Gift of Legacy, and there's a Telegram group called the Heart of Gift of Legacy. We always talk about the Heart of Gift of Legacy. The Heart of Gift of Legacy is everybody understanding the principle of Ubuntu, of us all working together. So let's watch that animation. We got sound? No sound. Hold on. Why is there no sound? Let me try that again. Because I really like the sound of that one. The Heart of Gift of Legacy is everybody just doing this. Why is it not playing? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Audio is on. This is on. That's on. Why is it not playing? Just watch the video without the music. Now you really have to look at what's happening. Sorry, there wasn't sound on that. But it's such a powerful image, even without sound. And I know there's a bit of a Christmas element to it. Look past the Christmas element. But Christmas is a time when everyone around the world gives gifts. We all have festivities or festivals where we give gifts, whatever faith system you are. Gift of legacy is about sharing gifts. But the heart of gift of legacy is giving to others. Because when you give, you receive. And it's not always about chasing to get there and forgetting about the people along the way and helping the people. And I know for a fact that if the Ohana board was supported, GGM could and would do what it was designed to do, to use the LoveHeart movement to really tap into that heart of gift of legacy. So go and watch that video and don't just skip past the LoveHeart movement. I know it's just one page and there's not much information, but that's the vision, that's the dream board that we should have. Bev?
Well, to come back again, to pay it forward, we all are beggars. We're all beggars. I don't care who you are, how much money you have, you are a beggar. And as beggars, we hope and pray with faith to be receiving. And the gifting of love is much, much more powerful. That is what it feels like when you send a gift to someone that you have no idea who they are, except a name in a country that is foreign to you. But the feeling of having that heart that feels how wonderful it is to give to another person. Oh, Adele, I love that video. I cry every time I see it, mainly because the person who made it understood. During the season of Christmas, everybody is giving, 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 and then the rest of the year, they forget. But Adele, when I give whatever, I give it as a gift without thinking of any kind of receiving. But I do receive when I least expect it. And that's what Gift of Legacy is telling us as a community. Give because you feel the love that all have got within us. Thank you so very much.
Thanks, Bev. I see Joey's leaving. Joey had some beautiful comments. She said, people use banks to receive funds from family, friends, or your monthly salary gets paid in. And we all pay banking fees to use that service, and we just accept the fees. We don't pay any fees in Gift of Legacy. We gift into Ohana once off and get so much more out. And it's not even a fee. You give and receive. If nature was made for you to be a giver, your hands are born open and so is your heart. And though there may be times when your hands are empty, oh, this is powerful. This is a powerful statement. If nature has made you for a giver, your hands are born open and so is your heart. And though there may be times when your hands are empty, your heart is always full. That is so beautiful. You can still reach out in kindness. And if your hands are empty, you can reach out in kindness and just share Gift of Legacy with someone else. You don't have to spend anything to share the link tree, to share a video, to invite them to a Zoom call, to share the opportunity to grow this community. Gift of Legacy is almost 3 years old. If it was going to fold, it would have folded after 6 months, like most of the copycat systems that have come and gone in the 3 years we've been going. This gifting activity is not going anywhere. Joey, I would love to make a poster with that, with those comments that you've made there. I'm
I
actually
was
going to
just going to
screenshot.
ask you. I was just going to ask you to get Joey's permission to put that on the group and with us be able to share it because the Christmas season is right around the corner. To share it with that little poster of Pay It Forward, that would be a wonderful, wonderful Christmas card with those words. It's the words with those symbols of the heart, love heart. Pay it
So
forward. Become what we desire other people to become. Thank you, Adele. Thank you, Joey.
that was beautiful. Is there anybody else who would like to comment? I'm going to change. If you just want to open your mic and chat, I'll allow that facility now. Just hold on. Okay, if anybody wants to unmute, you can unmute and chat if you want to contribute or say anything. Anybody? Alatka, Turia, Queenie, Mamtakani, Wisdom, Nomtanda Sojina, Hutanu, Monica. Anybody want to say anything on what we covered tonight? Looks like everyone's happy, babe. Oh, Queenie, you can unmute my angel.
Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Hello, Ella.
It's nice to be here.
It's always
just, I just want to really what, I forgot the name, the one who's gone. Joey. Yeah, what she said on those two posters, really what Bev said is true. Just ask her and then get that poster then with the love hearts. That is a very nice thing that she said.
Yeah, that we just don't want. We're not promoting LoveHeart too much right now because you know what the community is like.
For just us, for the Zooms. Then people they can understand through the Zooms what the words are. Please, my darling.
Okay, I will do. We just don't want to promote LoveHeart yet because we cannot. It's not open yet, and it won't be until Gigi is able to sustain it.
Yeah.
But
thank you very much.
We kept it in the document because it's very much a part of Gift of Legacy. And people must never forget that that is one of the reasons that Gift of Legacy was created, to reach out and help the people who need it most.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Adele and Bev. The presentation was very nice, telling you. It was understandable.
Thank you so much. See, Wisdom's asking, Queenie, have a lovely evening. Wisdom is asking, what about people who give to Ohana since the beginning of Ohana and still their boards didn't move? What did you have for them? Well, they're on a board. I'm on an Ohana board. Isn't it wonderful? What a blessing. You're on an Ohana board. It's not going anywhere. The Ohana's board's not going anywhere. If people decide to leave Gift of Legacy, they're leaving their Ohana boards behind. But if you are in Gift of Legacy and your name is on an Ohana board, you will receive when it is your turn to receive. But the system does not place gifters. Gifters need to join the board. So people who keep saying, I'm on an Ohana board and I have not received. I'm also on Ohana boards and I haven't received. I'm on my perpetual cycle on Ohana and I haven't received. But I'm not going anywhere. And neither are my Ohana boards because nothing is going wrong with the system. Those boards aren't disappearing. The system is not closing. The website is not crashing. It's the people who are walking away and the people who aren't joining the boards. The only way we get gifters on Ohana boards is when the 1 million people who aren't on the boards join them. Not even 1 million. Let's say 1.5 million people, because only 66,000 people are on Ohana boards, and we've got 1.6 million users. So I'm going to say, even if I say 1 million people haven't joined the board, imagine if 1 million people went and joined Ohana boards tonight. Just imagine what would happen. What are the possibilities? Or like Candace likes to say, how does it get any better? Those Ohana boards are not going anywhere, Wisdom. Those legends have not lost anything. The only thing that people have lost on Ohana is they have lost their faith and their trust in their system and their ability to reach out to other people in their teams and ask them to join Ohana. Remember that song that we played all the time, Give Me Hope, Ohana? That hope is still there. The hope is there for those legends, and not just the legends, the guides, the builders, and the gifters. But we need gifters to join the boards for people to turn that hope into dollars. And the system's not going to put the gifters there. The system has given us the hope. The system has given us the board. We need to put the gifters there. It's that simple. My gold board is not going to move, and I am not going to receive until gifters land on the board. And we are waiting for compression, and that's going to be compression across all of the boards. Ohana boards are going to be compressed. The custodians have already removed all of the Ohana legends. There are no Ohana legends. So people who said they don't want to join boards because there's Ohana legends, there's no excuse there anymore. Queenie could be a legend, Alafka could be a legend, Takani could be a legend. Join the board and gift the legend. You're not going to find on an Ohana board somebody from your community, because we're a blended board. So, yeah, nobody's lost anything on Ohana. Yes, it's been a long wait, and lots of people have lost hope, but there is still hope in Ohana. We just need to get the people to join the boards, and the hope will turn into dollars. I see a poster in that one too.
Hey, I was just going to say to you, they have sat waiting for retirement, and it has not come to be what they expected it to be. But Ohana is telling you, put $50, ride that board, get to legend, get $350, put $50 back, and keep $300 in your pocket to continue helping other people in the community or wherever you need to give that help. Now, if that is not paying it forward, I do not know what else is paying it forward, because this is saying we love this community. We want this community to be a legacy for our family. I am going to do what I have to do to keep it riding, running, flying around. So, Adele, you are truly where we needed this to go with the guidelines for participants of Gift of Legacy. And I say it over again, and I say it over again. I thank you.
Thanks, Bev. Okay, so on the YouTube channel, somebody says, hello, GL community from Los Angeles. Hi, lovely to have somebody from Los Angeles here. Question, I joined Coal Board as a gifter. Do I need to wait till I move up to builder before I invite 2 people? No. No, you don't. Gifters on any board can invite. Builders on any board can invite. Guides can invite. Legends can invite. When you invite, your invitee will decide where they're going to join. Are they going to join on coal or bronze? You see, because you're not inviting from a board, you're inviting from your profile. So I'm gold legend on my gold board. I'm not inviting from the gold board. If I'm a builder on the coal board, I'm not inviting from the coal board. I'm inviting from my profile. My invitee will decide where to join. You can be on coal and share your invite link, and your invitee can decide, I want to join on bronze, and they will join above you. Think about that. They can do that. But if you are a gifter, I understand what you're saying. If you are a gifter on a coal board and it's taking time to move, invite. The person will land next to you. Go back to our training from last week in terms of board placement. There's a sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you're on the left-hand side and you are like gifter number 2 and you invite, then your invitee will land in gifter number 1. If gifter number 1 is full, they will go to gifter number 3 or gifter number 4, but they won't jump across to the other hemisphere. Okay, so go and look at the training on board placement. You can have you and 3 friends fill up that side and move the board. Gifters can invite. Builders can invite, guides can invite, and legends can invite. We do encourage on the first round, on your first cycle, that builders invite so that you get the 2 by 2 by 2. But if you're so excited and passionate about gift of legacy, I've invited from gift of position. Yes, it means your invitee might not follow you exactly on bronze or on coal, but guess what? When you get to silver, lineages apply and they realign. And worst case scenario, when we have a compression, what's compression about? Getting lineages together. And who cares if you're on a board with other people? Whose journey is it, theirs or yours? I have a post I made right in the beginning. I made it in like March 2022. Forget your teams and follow your dreams. Whose dreams is it? Your team's dream? Is it your dream? So, yeah, you can invite from gifted position. We do recommend builder, but you can invite from other positions. Then somebody says that they've been blocked since the 8th of May. Nobody's been blocked. You can join boards. Just make sure that you are confirmed on coal and bronze to be able to participate on the Ohana boards. I assume you're talking about Ohana. Any other questions? I don't see any more on YouTube, and there are no more here. So,
yes,
Bev,
Adele.
closing comment. Oh, who's Takani? Hello.
Hi, Adele.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good
Hi.
evening, my family. I even forgot how to phrase my question, but okay, it's good to be here.
Yes.
And I'm not taking you back, but that it's just a genuine question, guys, ne? Remember when we were doing the Ohana when we started on the day of inception, me alone, I joined it. I registered my name, with different, because you'll have 1 or 2 names 3 times, and with a total number from my team, about 60 members in total. But however, my question is still standing, that I so wish I I could have known that, because I understand it's a blending, meaning that the system does that automatically. But as it uh, as it grows or as it progresses, I so wish I would know that when will I be next online? I don't know if you understand, because back of my mind was telling me that, okay, having registered 60 plus and me with more than one name, not only me, I think even Alvina had more than 2, 3 names, but however, and others, but not too many, I must be honest. Um, Remember when you were on the day of presentation, when you were showing that pie, that this is the total amount of people that have joined Ohana. Yes, it is a small pie, but my question lies on that pie, that the calculations were saying more than about 66, is it 66,000 people or 6,000 people members that have registered on Ohana?
66,000.
66,000, yeah. Then yes, I'm still recalling very well. Out of that 66, I was hoping that not specifically my name, that one name would have cycled, because now, as you've just mentioned, that people are used to the lineage whereby probably you will see your team, and of which with Ohana, it's different, it is not. And all
Yeah.
those 60 names that we've registered, they are all in totality, all in different boards. My question
Yes.
is, I can't even, because in everything that I do, I put my soul, my mind, my everything, to understand that the type of blending, how is it, how was it applied? Because blending at the end of the day, it is like a straight line thing. So now with Ohana, okay, because it is also coming in a form of the method that they're using, it still boards. Then I was also expecting that within each and every block, it will be numbered to say, oh, you number 10, you number 15, and so on and so forth. So that, I know we don't understand things the same. And part of the compression was done. I saw that because I also dealt with those people that were coming in and out, the time when I was trying to help Nancy to communicate with those people that it's now 3 days or more than 72 hours you've been there and you haven't paid, so that you know so that they can be removed, partially helping the admin. But uh, still, even after the compression, yes, I saw on other boards whereby the legend uh, will be able to receive from 10 people instead of 8, because
Okay,
of
hold
of
on.
the compression. But yeah,
Can I
but we're still hanging there. I'm still seated
you
on
ask
the same positions that we were in the beginning. How so?
can answer you because you've asked several questions. Okay, in terms of Ohana, you asking about you want to know where you are in Ohana in
Yes, I
terms
wish,
of
yeah, because I would still like to add more, but I wish I would know that, okay, you number 50, you number 200.
okay. Can I answer? Let me just answer. Yes, it would be nice to know where we stand. And initially people were looking, there was on the, I'm just going to mute you so that can, there we go. Initially when Ohana started, people were seeing where they were in line. Okay, now you just see the board ID, and the board ID doesn't necessarily tell you where you are in the sequence of receiving next. But unfortunately, what the community were doing is they were asking to leave boards. They were boycotting boards. They were creating a whole lot of admin chaos, which ended up causing a lot of trouble for the legends that were trying to confirm and remove people. So that facility was taken off of the boards. It is off of the boards on all Gift of Legacy boards, because people do not use it for good. People use it for bad intentions. And we had it on Cole, and it happened on Ohana as well. So we do not know where we stand. If there were funds available to make all of these fancy things that everybody suggests, it would happen. But GGM doesn't have the funds for all these fancy kinds of suggestions. That's why Ohana was created, because funds need to be created. So I do hear what you're saying. I'm not a developer or custodian. I'm a volunteer. I'm a participant just like you. But we don't know where we stand in terms of Ohana. Lots of people say, oh, I joined on 8th of May and I'm still in a position. Yeah, there are lots of people who are on boards from early in
Yeah,
May, and they are
yes,
bored
I
and
hear you, Adele. It is unfortunate that even that option that you say it was there, I was never aware of. We didn't know about it, and I don't know if it had a specific, button to
it
press.
was not
I'm not aware. I cannot
there's
say. Uh,
it was just a date, and I think it was just the date or something like that. But it doesn't matter, because where you land up in the queue does not determine how you invite other people in your team to join.
I know, I know. That is why. That's exactly what I'm saying. That uh, it, not even in less than 6 days or so, 60 members were registered. But however,
Mm,
this is the platform that we we share our joy. Like,
yeah.
when I'm on gold, I'm on gold, I'm on platinum, or I've earned this and that. And as in attending Zooms, then I realized that I'm not going to be specific with names because it will be like I'm biased or something. Um, because this is our future, the gift of legacy. But this it's a concern whereby you realize that other members have already earned not even once but twice. But now, where do you see yourself when you are comparing those stats? Uh, the reason being chosen by Nancy, to help. That was another sign. I was happy that was another sign that symbolizes that how interested or how much we are committed, you know, i- in this
Mm,
program. That is another thing. And I can say I cannot remember the names. Even the time when I was still paying for our members and so on and so forth, I even received as a token of thank you from the people that I was paying, the members that I was paying, that you've paid me more than twice, which I don't know
mm,
them. Remember, you don't know a person, you take a screen. I, I received back a $50 and is it yeah, twice. And I had to share the joy again with my community. And I even mentioned, when we were once on the Zoom, but I truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, with the way from the inception that we fought, that we registering so many people, not me, but none of us received anything. And we are still standing where we are. And yet it's not a lineage, it's a
You're
blending.
not.
And now
You're not.
I am comparing it with the gift of legacy, the general one from coal bronze, where you could see the compression, especially with the deletion of some of, and not only some, but most of, especially as it has hit as severely on the coal boards, because the work that was done on our coal board as a team, partially half of it has been erased, it's been deleted in a way. And I fully understand that there's nothing that we can do.
I have to. I have to cut you short because I do need to end
Yeah,
the
I
Zoom.
understand it's late.
Of compression has not happened yet. Compression is yet to happen. Everybody has been affected by the update. Lots of people have had people from their lineages removed. I'm sitting on a board all on my own. The community asked for the dead wood, the non-active people, to be removed. It was done. We cannot go back now and say, oh, we didn't really mean that. We meant we wanted it from other teams to happen, but we didn't want it from our own team. When we talk about dead wood, it is dead wood in my community, it's dead wood in your community, it's everybody. In terms of Ohana, it was created the way it was created. Lots of people have got lots of suggestions about how things can happen. Funds are needed for that. Right now, GGM has the money to keep the system going. It doesn't have money for other things. And once the compression has happened, the responsibility is on each one of us to do what we should be doing, inviting two people to join and encouraging those two people to do. And I know, Takani, I know you've got a team that really build very well 2x2x2, but we need to embrace that Ohana is a blended board. We will not know where we stand in terms of receiving, but if we get more and more people to join, more and more people will be receiving. I think a lot of people were under the illusion that the speed that happened in the first 2 days would be the speed of the Ohana board, and we never said that. We said it is a blended board where everybody would receive. We didn't say when they would receive, and yes, I would have liked everybody to have received by now. But the thing is, when there was a queue of people, and lots of people were like, oh, I'm not waiting for this, and they gave up before they even entered Ohana. And then when there were spaces available, no, I'm not going to join because Ohana is the legend. I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do this. And everybody didn't do what they needed to do. And now we sit with 66,000 people out of 1.6 million who did do it. And boards do
Lastly,
duplicate. That's how our system
okay,
works. So
thank you, and thank you. Thank you very much, Adele. But I'm also saying it, this is my last statement, and I'm saying it with love again, because I love my business. I love what I'm doing, and I'm dedicated. I go all out. I am the
yep.
one. Remember when we started Ohana, you repeatedly, and I understand you human, you also volunteering like all of us, you passionate as well, and we've learned a lot from you. But repeatedly, so you kept on saying, when people were posing questions that Ohana, it's optional. I stood up and say, guys, Ohana, it, it's not supposed to be optional, because it is the board that will carry us for the rest of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Insisted and insisted. I still remember very well. So I understand that the road is not easy. So, deep down, yes, I'm talking
The
to my
reason,
family. Yeah, I
the
understand all reasons, but let me say what I have to say. I understand it is done, and we can't go back. But I was deeply hurt with the way it went up to today. But I swear in the name of God, I am a member of Gift of Link, and I'm not going anywhere because there isn't any smooth road on this planet. Yes, and people must just accept that. It's not easy to satisfy everyone. Even if when we were trying to give in our ideas, you did say that most of people gave ideas and remember this thing, it is running globally. And some of us, we have grown. I'm 66 years of age. I'm growing up daily doing networks. So at least if we were given opportunity as South Africans, because we've been doing this, even if our governments kept on shutting us down. But today you'll be amazed that even part of the parliamentarians, they are also member of other networks. They are recruiting us from parliament. So ideas were not uh, openly so that we discuss them even openly and do the demos so that we see which is which. But I'm not angry. I'm just voicing it out so that I will be able to carry on and on and on as I am carrying on. I'm not going to back down, Adele. I love my business. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of the whole team and the custodians. But that
I
is
hear
a
you.
fact that I'm saying.
Okay,
But I
can I
thank
just
you.
answer that? Then
Yes.
I need to go to Zoom. The reason, okay, there's two things I wanted to talk about. The sure, you said a lot, Nina. I'm going to just grab my thoughts. The reason that people, first of all, were not allowed, well, not that they weren't allowed, the reason that there wasn't open discussion and listening to everyone's opinions, it's very difficult
Yeah.
to listen to 1 million people, everybody giving their opinions. And when we were launching Ohana, we asked for monetary contributions to get Ohana launched. The community did not come in with the money. The community did not come in with the support. So again, the custodians and a few people called angels, we've just called them angels, put the money in to get Ohana going, to pay for the development of Ohana. And they were the people who got to voice their opinions, to give input. The community didn't buy into Ohana right from the beginning, from when we started talking about it in February this year or January this year. So, no, unfortunately, the community doesn't get to decide what happens. The custodians are the custodians. They created Gift of Legacy. They look after the system. Okay, they are the ones that look after the system. In terms of what you said about it being compulsory or not compulsory, I remember you saying it should be compulsory, but the reason Ohana was not made compulsory is that when people joined Gift of Legacy, we joined with bronze, silver, gold, platinum boards. Now we have people on platinum boards. Now you're going to tell them you have to join Cole, you have to join Ohana. There was an absolute feeling that the community would revolt against that. And that is why it was made optional. And also for people to feel in their hearts the need to join Ohana, the benefit of joining Ohana. So it was considered, and many times there have been discussions about making Ohana compulsory. Like I said to you, I would love it to be compulsory. What I have said on Zooms, and I know I'm the face of Ohana and I'm the spokesperson of the custodians and I get blamed for a lot of things, but I portray a message that I need to portray. It's not always my personal opinion. What I'm saying to you now is my personal opinion is I believe Ohana should be compulsory, but it isn't. And we cannot go back, and we have to work with what we have and where we are. I appreciate that you have concerns, and I know that you feel that your team is a large team, but I can tell you that there are teams overseas who have got thousands of people in. We're not just talking about 60 people registered. We're talking about thousands of people registered. And there are lots of us that are waiting. We're all waiting. But like I said to Wisdom earlier, you are not off of the boards. You have not lost anything. You sent an unconditional, non-returnable gift to join Ohana. You have not lost anything. You can still open your profile. You can still see where you are on the board. But gifters are the only way that boards are going to move. Let's wait and see when this compression happens. We've been told it is a massive compression. It's only the third time a compression is happening. It is the biggest compression that has ever happened. Let's keep positive. Let's keep learning and discussing and being engaged. And I appreciate you being vocal and sharing your opinions. But right now, let's wait and see what happens with compression, because I think it's going to make a big difference. Boards are going to close up. People are going to move. And yeah, the responsibility of our legacies is on our shoulders, I guess. So I need to close the Zoom for the 7 of us that are still here with us. Thank you so much, everybody. And keep watching the Telegram groups, because as soon as information drops, it's going to be posted there first. So thanks, everybody.
Okay.